Hey, so for those of you that saw the previous Q&A videos, my sister Yazzie has started working with me, and we're doing a video series just around like the questions she has, what she's been learning, and what she's potentially struggling with or what's confusing. So we're going to do a next part of the series now. We're a couple of weeks in, so the questions are changing a little bit, and the feedback's been really good in the last few videos, so keep the feedback coming. We're really interested in it, but it's a much more informal Q&A based series. So hope you enjoy it, and yeah, leave your feedback in the comments below.
Question number 1. What does conversion value metric measure?
Yep, so the conversion value metric is the one that most e-commerce stores use, and likely that's going to be sales dollars, so your revenue from what the ads brought in. But it depends, like if you've gone in and you run a lead gen business or whatever business you run and you've set that conversion value to a particular number, that's whatever you've set up is what it's going to be. But for most online stores that have used like Shopify or something else to set it up, it's going to be your sales dollars generated from your ads. Obviously a very important metric. But yeah, it depends on what conversions you have set up. But for most people, it's going to be sales basically.
Okay, cool. The next question, what does the conversion value cost metric measure?
So that's basically just another way of saying return on ad spend, because it's what dollars you brought in divided by the cost, so what it's cost you, and it gives you like a ratio. So, you know, if it's 3, it means you've done a 300% return. So for every dollar you've spent, you've made $3.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very important metric to look at again. But in essence, just return on ad spend.
Yeah. So the next question, it's a bit broad. It's just, how do you avoid getting overwhelmed with Google Ads when you're beginning?
You don't want to be looking at too many things. And I think you need to develop an understanding of what, you know, I think it's very easy to forget what you're trying to achieve. For most people, it's more sales. So you need to make decisions and focus on things that'll get them more sales. Cost per clicks, impressions, all those things don't really translate into more sales. So focusing on that, and then just learning on what to focus on, because most of the time it's very, very small changes that make the difference, and you might sit there changing 2,000 things and it does nothing. So like learning on what are the most important things, how do the ads actually work, what actually moves the needle, and then knowing what outcome does the client want, because normally people are in different buckets. Some people are wanting to get more sales, so might mean spending more and then focusing on how to bring them more sales through Google. Some want to focus on profit, so you want to improve return on ad spend or the profit on ad spend. Others are just wanting to just manage it and do the best possible on the same budget day in, day out, just the standard management. And again, all of these accounts are managed slightly different, but at the end of the day, it's keep things simple, understand how the ads work, understand what things will actually move the needle, and then just stay in contact with the person that it's their account and then what they want to do. And then just staying on top of what's new as well is important, but then not getting overwhelmed with all the hype, because I've noticed that like most of the influencers and things like that, they're wanting to constantly get eyeballs, and so they're making things appear more complicated than they are. But in reality, a lot of this stuff has been the same for many, many years, and probably will be the same for many, many years. Obviously, artificial intelligence is the big one, but AI has been in Google for a long time. Yeah, but I think the most important thing for most people is like also to work with good businesses that have good products, because I think you could be working with a bad business with bad products, and it doesn't matter. You could be the world's greatest advertiser and it's still not going to go well. And then just being realistic. It's going to take time to learn this stuff. Like I've been doing it for like 7+ years. So all of it's automatic to me. So yeah, just be, also try and stay on top of things, but don't get overwhelmed by them either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's it for my questions today in the series. Thanks so much for going through that with me. They've been really helpful, and you're very easy to learn from. You have such a great knowledge of Google Ads, I think.
Did I pay you to say that, or you just? Did I pay you to say that? Yeah, say that. It's my sister. She has to say it.
Okay, cool.
So that was the Q&A series. Stay tuned for the next one. We're going to do these regularly. So yeah, see you in the next one.